I finally decided to make a portable fuel gauge. Why? If you follow my project of integration fuel senders in these Quicksilver tanks, then you understand that we will need even more experiments with these tanks, and we will continue this through several seasons, and I want to have a portable gauge for this. Kisa, do we need a fuel gauge portable? What do you think? You may wish to have this for your project for some other reasons. I don't know. So nothing difficult in this project. You just need a battery, a gauge, and few connectors. The specific of my project that I have everything's unified. So I have specific Deutsch connectors for battery charging everywhere on my chargers, and also for connecting senders. And I will use this unification. I will tell you all part numbers that I've been using here. Yes guys, by the way, I want this to be fully sealed IP67 so that I can transport this in a board, for example there. And you can choose the enclosure whichever you wish, but I use Wiska this, so that one model 1010. Yeah, so I have tried several options. I think that's the best that I have. If you followed my Deutsch connectors playlist, you have seen that I use Deutsch, and I recorded a lot of material about them. However, later I found that actually Amphenol produces, let's say, a better Deutsch options for sealing on flanges like these two. And let's take a look closer to them. Well, still I will not cover all details. If you wish, you should watch my Deutsch connectors playlists, because these Amphenol connectors, they are basically the same. So this part number 8004 blah blah blah. So if we use Deutsch, not Amphenol, so Deutsch from T connectivity, then it will be DT. So they basically change first letter to A, but they also have their own modifications. So otherwise it is like DT042P, but 8042P, and that modification is about flange. So on each of my fuel tank, as I told, I did it unified. I have this Deutsch plug. Yeah, by the way, we can see it here. Here is part number, okay, reversed, but doesn't matter. So, and I have corresponding socket in my board, and I need the same socket here. Yeah, so it goes here, but because I'm doing this portable and integrating this in the enclosure, so I want this to be sealed with some flange. That's why it will be this way. And look, here is a bit challenge. Here is no challenges, I hope, but here, for example, yeah, what kind of hole you will do, round, square, or this difficult shape. And I like that here they have this round embossed area, 27 millimeters, and I have BAHCO 27 millimeters. I tested 30 millimeters, also will be within sealing, but we will first try 27 to match this diameter, and let's see would it be nice or not. Well, it's quite perfectly fit. I did a little job with the knife, but it perfectly 27 is nice. Yeah, and we will have a nice sealing here. I need to figure out now location for these screws. Yeah, but first I need to assemble this socket. Let's do this. Well guys, there is 40 millimeters between the holes, at least how I measured this. You can check in the user manual. And I was lucky to have this drilling template here, so I can figure out that the middle line is here, and 40 happens to be right here, so I drilled these holes here. I understand that this is also on the same distance from that hole, so I was lucky to get this work. According to measurements, the diameter there is 4 millimeters for screws. You can again check with the user manual. It is good to have different kind of screws, stainless steel screws. I have 4.8 and it should fit. And you understand that we don't need sealing from this side with that nice flange solution. So let's just screw it. Well, we have a nice sealed socket. Well, it will be sealed when we do final assembly. Yeah, I decided that assembly will do later. Yeah, let's go on the next one. I actually decided to install the gauge first. I was thinking where I put it, here, there. No, I decided that the charging socket will be on that side and indicate our gauge will be here. And we have some challenge. It shouldn't be this place is occupied by the lid here, so it should be below this. And so the tolerance, we don't have any tolerance, so we should find the middle very carefully. And here we have 51 millimeters, and the frame, the bezel is quite thin. That's why I didn't like this, and in my board I didn't use it. I installed WIMA sensor. So I have exactly 51 sacral saw. I have 54, but I decided to try with 51. Now the middle is the most important. I think I will put this on time lapse and you just watch the process. Why would I need to do this inside? All garbage can be outdoor. So I drilled, and I also drilled through this one. Probably it will be enough to fit this, not sure, but let's see. And the lid was closed because then it gives more strength to this. Guys, look, it's not enough space here for this nut, so you can use the tool like that, or multi-tool. It's very convenient to remove extra space, but actually I checked, it wouldn't be on the same axle. Doesn't matter. So, and actually 51 is also too small. But the next I have 54, and it's too much. Yeah, that's when the bezel, the small bezel, is quite bad idea to have. But it's not about the board, it's about the limit of this enclosure anyway. So what I'm doing a thread with this gauge, and I have this nice range for doing this. So I will try just to feed it in, and probably we don't even need the nut. Guys, it's stuck and I couldn't even remove it with wrench, without wrench. But guys, what I found, that silicone does miracles, and I sprayed here and here. I found that in many cases like this it helps, and yes, it now goes easy with just hand. Well guys, it was extremely challenging place actually, so never use any gauges with thin bezel. You are quite limited in tools that you will have. 51, it was small, 54 will be too much. I don't have anything in between, probably 50 2 millimeters is the best, or 53 the best option here. So it was quite challenging. I finally put the nut here using this range. Yeah, it was quite challenging. Okay, next is the charging socket. If you did follow my charging solution project or Deutsch connectors solutions, you know I have all unified connections. So every charger whichever I use will have this DTP plug. Yeah, so and then it may go to adapt directly to charge, it doesn't matter. So corresponding socket will be that one, DTP. In that case it is adapter like that one. So but Deutsch TE, from TE, they don't have this with flange. In DTP for 2 pins they don't have it with the flange. I will remind you what they have. They have only this for 4 pins, and the flanges outside. You can watch how we did this in my project for Deutsch connectors, or for this panel. And I also designed a cup, a special cup there, unless I found that actually Amphenol has a cup again also for this socket. And that is how I actually come to Amphenol, because I was thinking how I do here. I need only there are 2 batteries, but here just 1 small battery. I don't want to put 4 pins here and or do more adapters. I wanted 2 pins with the flange, and I finally found that actually Amphenol, yeah, look, ATP042P, so the same like DTP042P, but this modification, they have this flange here. Awesome. And by the way, about the cup, so they do have cup for this. That is part number ATP042P cup. Yeah, so when I do, when I will be transporting this, I just plug it this way. Nice, absolutely nice. So the only issue here, it doesn't have any round here. I measured diagonal, it's about 25, and that's why I decided to install it by where I actually decided to install it. Actually here, yeah, because we have 25 here. I just remove this and we will get it in. I already checked, it's perfectly fit. I measured here is 36 millimeters. Again, you can see the document for better dimensions, and so I do some marking and install it. You remove this just with knife here, and it fits quite well. It's tough and perfectly, I like it. It doesn't look nice because of this space, because it doesn't have round how you call flange, but doesn't matter, it seals well. So sealing will be from the opposite side. For the switch, nothing fashion, so I will use the local one from Auto Shop, Vipukutkin. Yeah, it's quite clear English language, yeah, isn't it? No, it's not. So, and I will use this boot, protective weather boot from my old board switch. So it goes here. I will install it here. I wanted one surface to be free of anything, so that I can storage or put it when I read measurements. Yeah, guys, I know I couldn't solve this problem. Yeah, so that's why one is clear. The switch will be here. Well, guys, this boot nut doesn't fit this thread, so I finally used the old switch from my board. It fits this boot. Also some washers there and some sealing, because I did by mistake a bigger hole. Yeah, I was in rush, and it's wrong to do things in rush. So I want to test for leakage first, for protection class, let's say. So I put this cup that you have seen. Amphenol also have similar solution for this connector, but it wasn't in stock, so I use my own design. In some of video you can see how to make it. So I close the lid and then test for leakage. Inspection. Are you doing everything right? I think it's enough. Let's check it out. This was cleaning outside so that we know that we don't have any water drops inside, to be sure that nothing is there. Well guys, we do have drops of water here. I cannot say where it comes from. It looks like from the lid, because it seems that most drops are on the top of the enclosure. I don't see anything coming through the switch. It looks like something probably here, nothing here. Yeah, it's quite difficult to say. Yeah, initially you have seen drops here, now they are dry. Guys, tell me in comments what you think, how it goes through. It's not a big problem. Yeah, because this connection will be anyway sealed here. Deutsch connectors, they are sealed. Watch my Deutsch connector solutions. That place is also sealed. They have nice solution for that. Here is not a problem. On the battery is actually also another problem. It's a big distance, but we are not about that. We wanted to get real IP67 and actually dust protection. So guys, give me your ideas. Well, probably it was when water was here and then through the lid it comes here, or when we open it. No, I'm not sure. Give me your ideas and comments. The battery. So how I decided which battery I will use? Well, 12 volts battery and the minimum size. Yeah, and I think that is the minimum that exists for 1.2 amperes hours. The minimum that you can still charge with the charger that you have. For example, I have this CTEX charger. if I put this motorcycle, then it gives the low current, and it is perfect for this battery. And even with 7 amperes charger or 10 amperes charger, I can select 3 amperes mode and charge this battery. So that's the battery. I need to fix it now here. So I first found the minimum battery for 12 watts in that design. You can find any of this quite easy. And then I start to search for enclosure that I already have in my stock. So I will now find the solution how to fix it here and show you. Guys, I have a lot of plastic from the project again in this board, and again I have video about all that stuff, what plastic are suitable for marine industry. And a quick solution, 10 minutes. Yeah, I did this way. It is going to be fixed here on the screw places that we have here, cable ties, the battery here, and that way. Let's see if it works. Yeah, it's fine, reliable. Let's go on the electric part. So guys, here is schematic for this connection. Well, you can pause this and then you can apply this for your project if you wish. Yes, I decided to make also lights here and install a fuse, so to make everything right. Guys, I don't go deep to details. First, I will cover right contacts for these two sockets. Again, everything is covered in my video about multiple video in the playlist about Deutsche connectors. Yeah, when I was doing this board this winter, I did a lot of things with Deutsche connectors, and I always convinced you to use the right solution. No Chinese junk from AliExpress or eBay. Actually, in this project I will utilize this junk because I need to either put this to the trash or use somewhere, so I will use it here because I don't care much. But if you do the board, if you do something for marine industry, please avoid this Chinese junk. Use the right things. So the contact for charging socket is this one. Again, it's covered in my video about Deutsche connector. For the sender, it's that one, nickel. Yeah, this one. Also, this chart or table is covered there. The tool is covered, everything. And I decided that for joint I will use WAGO, VAGO terminals. Nothing to do with China, fortunately. So yeah, I will do this and just show you final result, because it's quite boring to see what I'm doing here. And I will probably even use, no, I don't want to use Chinese tool. I will use Knipex, but the basic tool for this project. Well guys, there's the final schematic. Well, I don't want to explain these things and go deep in details. It's just a bunch of wires. And the final schematic, I added this fuse here for charging circuit, because I don't know if the charger will have 15 amperes. That's fine. It doesn't matter as long as your wires can withstand this current. And here I changed for 7.5 because I didn't have the small one for 3 amperes. Again, it's fine because it's all about protection of wires. I'm going to make a video about wires, so you can subscribe to see this. I mean about fuses. Sorry, I'm in rush. Dinner soon. So yeah, one fuse, another fuse is here. You don't actually need fuses, but let it be here. One more thing I forget to mention, wedge lock that we use to lock pins there. There is the green one. Believe me, it's green. It looks like black because it's a black hole. So it's that one, W2P. there, and for DTP it's orange. I believe we again see only a black hole. Well, a kind of orange is there, so it's that one, WP2P there. So guys, I'm ready to close the lid. I don't know how they all fit there, but they did. Yeah, guys, actually this Wiska was that okay, no, it's channel, well, it's not for kids, but doesn't matter. So it's quite fine when you have a lot of shapes, wires. Yeah, so it works. It should this way when you don't have sender connected, and we are going to check it right now. What a surprise, it works. Guys, no surprise, I was sure that it will. And actually that is the next project, not the next, it's the same project already. I think 10 or 11, why I show two videos in this playlist about fuel tanks. So now I'm ready to test it nicely, yeah, with this portable gauge. And subscribe if you're not subscribed to see more about testing these tanks. Yeah, guys, okay, just have a good Friday. Well, I'm not sure if this will be Friday for you. It doesn't matter, just have a nice day. Do your comments, especially about what you think, how water ingressed there. Ingressed? Is it English word? I don't know. Well, doesn't matter. Everything is matter. Okay, guys. Thanks. Bye.